Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Surprise! I decided to film a whole schedule ahead of time, and I'm going to be art journaling or something every day while I'm on vacation. So today I am talking about how I do my art journal.
When I filmed this segment, I was at the beach, and what I was doing is sitting down by the water with beach water instead of as my rinse water for my paintbrushes, and I was doing extra spots in here. Now, forgive me because I'm not trained, I'm not artistic, I just am here to have fun. So I don't know how basic this is, I don't know how advanced this is, I'm quite certain it's not advanced. I don't know if this is Simple Simon Metapyman going to the fair. I don't know how easy and logical and normal procedures this is. This is what I do. This book has a lot of this kind of halfway completed projects. Because I don't do everything all at once, most always, this was over several different times, spread across several different weeks or months, like right here. In fact, let's just do this one. This is just some weird objects off of Pinterest that I manipulated into Procreate and then printed them. But now, the second sitting, I can take my Stabilo and I can kind of follow this arm on this little man that has a weird basket on its head and maybe extend that arm this way. And now he has a really long arm. But in essence, in my head, what it's doing is giving me another path to work on. I can replicate this little tiny thing right here. And this is what I do a lot of times. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. I just know it works for me. This weird shape right here with these, like, it looks like a tadpole to me. We can put another one right here. Maybe not going the same direction. We can put its tadpole eyeballs here and some extra eyeballs for spares on the side. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go with 5. Now, I might take some water, since this is a Stabilo, and kind of, with my gorgeous bent up paintbrush, exaggerate the shape, the color, the size of all of this. And then I might take a pink Stabilo, because there's a lot of pink in this one and a lot of pink in the tadpole, and replicate a path around it maybe. There's a lot of pink on the sides of that shape on here. This is red, so let's do some red spots. And when you're, this is kind of like an orange red, which is fine, because that's kind of like an orange red too. When you are, in my opinion, out of ideas, late at night, needing to put your soul to a piece of paper, which happens a lot in my world. I need to do something, but I don't know what I want to do. Here's a pink line that runs through this piece up here. So I'm going to run a pink line through here. I'm going to stop right there, because when I get to someplace like the beach, or on another night when I need to put my soul next to some paper, I might do some more. And that is exactly what I did here. When I got to the beach today, there were none of these blue dots. There were none of these green dots. There was this piece of paper that I extended way earlier, months ago, weeks ago, I don't know when. I extended this green half circle to here. I extended this one to here. I extended this one to here. I glued these two pieces of paper. That's one and that's one. I glued this on. I glued this. This is deli paper with some scraps on it. And then today, and this is deli paper with some scraps on it. Today at the beach, I rolled my paintbrush in salt water, which there's sand on here actually, and in greens and blues. And I kind of just rolled it to see what the shape would do. Then I made circles with blue and some sandy water. And then I put a darker color blue around it. And to me, this is ready for something, a next step. Oh, I did these little dashes here. And I really, this allows me, untrained, to work a lot more intuitively than sometimes your brain allows you to. At least mine. That's how my brain works. So now, tomorrow, the weather wasn't so great today. It was really windy and overcast. But tomorrow, I quite possibly could go in here and do some more and have a ball. I could, today, take a blank piece of paper and some scraps on my desk and do something with them. You know, the ever-present sermon paper that just never goes away. I could put sand on this one. This is sand with bad coloring. Shadows. And let's see if there's some blue here. Here's some blue. Kind of like those right there. Because then that could add an extra shape in here that I could do. And then tomorrow, might come back and add some more stuff to this. Do I do this every day? No. It's just when my soul and my heart say, you need to go put some motions on a piece of paper. And then I already have some stuff pre-planned. I know a lot of people do this. Just in watching their videos, at least that's what they say they do. And I have, my training is on YouTube. So I have to go by what those professors on YouTube tell me to do. Here's another piece of yellow. Let's add this one up here. Yellow sermon paper. If you don't know the story, this was bought last December 21 at a bin sale for the Goodwill, which is where the Goodwill has leftovers, believe it or not. And then they take all those leftovers and put them in one location from a bunch of different stores. And they try to still sell it. And this was a bin. I mean, it literally is like 4 feet deep. And 4 feet wide, or maybe more. And then you can go through that bin. Books. Say, I always head to the book bin, which I've only been to one of these. But I went straight to the book bin, and I found a binder that had all this paper in it. And it was sermon paper. I guess in the old days, the sermons, the ministers or preachers or priests, whoever, would write out their sermons and make notes on these lines. And that's what this was. And it has been invaluable. And I got it because at the bins, at least currently, the bin sales, you pay by the pound. And I got quite a bit. I think about 5 or 6 books for like £2 and paid $5, $2.50 a pound. I don't know if that's the right numbers, but it was something nominal like that. Plus, if you go on a Wednesday, I think we weren't there on, oh shoot, I wanted the blue side. We weren't there on a Wednesday, but certain days it's half price. Whatever day we were there, it was half price. So it may have been $5 normally, but on the day I went there, it was half price. So now I have blue, blue, yellow, yellow, weird colors. And let's add my go-to orangey yellow in this case. Some more circles. and just see what happens. And this is a great way to play. Sometimes I can't go to sleep at night if I'm thinking about something artsy. This allows me to sleep. Just doing stuff like this. It's so simple, but it relieves the pressure on my brain. When I say pressure, I don't mean it's anxiety. I mean it relieves the that is happening in the art section of my brain. It goes, ah. That's the untrained eye explaining art to you. You're welcome. The untrained brain explaining art. Now, I'll leave that page alone. I'll leave this other page alone. And tomorrow, or whenever, I can go back to the beach and say, let's play some more in this little guy. And see where it takes us. And sometimes I like to have 5 or 6 pages of that prepped, because then, here's another one. I don't remember when I did this, but that's the same picture. That is right there. That's the tadpole right there. It's just turned upside down and sideways. And I made these bubbles extend over here. Same thing, same concept. So now I know I have at least 3 pages. I know I have more in here that I've done. And it's just, you know, that's semi-prepped, not with as many supplies, just paper. That's probably because I had an abundance of paper on my desk that day and I put it down. And that's what a lot of this is in here. And sometimes it works into something, sometimes it doesn't. Here's another one. So now I know. And then I can work on these and then let them dry. Or I can work on these. See, I see a number 4 here. We can just add a bunch of 4s and see where it takes us. And sometimes it turns into something great. And sometimes it's like, okay, well, I tried. I don't like it, but I tried. This is my lesson from my Alyssa Burke class. It was one line drawing where you can't pick your pencil up. So, you know, sometimes your brain has to relieve the pressure. It relieves the art section of my brain. Tree Meds. I'm not sure what that was from, but it's there. And then you can go back and you can say, oh, I love this. I love that. Let's try that again. Again, storyboards. See where it takes you. See where it takes you. Fun times in the brain on my artsy side.